Most medical spas are losing over 25 to 35% of their booked appointments to no-shows. So for example, 100 appointments booked per month, 70 appointments completed, and 30 no-shows. And this is standard across every single med spa that I look at. When someone books their Botox consultation, your front desk sends them a confirmation text that says, see you at Tuesday at 3 p.m., or excuse me, at 2 p.m., and 30% of those people just never ever show up. You say the exact same thing to every single person. And this is what is going wrong. So let me show you exactly why the message is broken and what you should be replacing it with, and how this one change is going to reduce no-shows from 35 to 40% immediately, all the way down to 10%. With an average ticket price of $450 a month, or excuse me, per appointment, 30 appointments, you're losing over 13 grand per month, or 162 grand per year. So here's the thing, most med spas think no-shows are just random, like people might be busy, or they forget, or they change their mind, or whatever. And yeah, sometimes that might be true, but here's what's actually happening, and I can guarantee you it's happening at your medical spa right now, because most no-shows aren't about forgetting, they're about mental friction. In the text message, when someone books an appointment, they're making a decision in the moment. They're motivated and they're ready and they want to do it right now. But then they leave your website or they hang up the phone, and then just life happens. They go back to work and they deal with kids, they scroll on Instagram, they check out other medical spas and their treatments just to give a glimpse of what they're going to get at you, and sometimes they might start finding discounts and stuff. And then after that, they start second guessing, saying something like, do I really need Botox? What if it hurts? And what if I don't like it? Or maybe I should wait after the holidays. And this is what causes the no-shows to happen, simply because of people doubting of what you can actually accomplish for them. And that's what's making you completely lose revenue. And when that mental friction builds up, the confirmation message that you send them doesn't help them. In fact, it makes it worse. Just confirming an appointment saying something like, see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m., doesn't give them a reminder as to why they booked in the first place. There's no reset of their motivation. It's just a logistical reminder that they have an appointment, which gives them the perfect opportunity to cancel and just never ever show up. The point being is that your confirmation message is either reinforcing commitment or creating an escape route, and most medical spas are accidentally creating that escape route. But here's what happens after optimizing it. When you add a motivation reset and a social commitment, 100 appointments booked per month, 82 appointments completed, and 18 no-shows, simply by having a better message that doesn't get stuck in this sort of stage. With an $450 average value of 18 missed appointments, that should be a 1 right here, $8,100, a month in lost revenue. So 97 grand lost per year, compared to the 162 grand lost per year, simply by sending one different message, recovering over 64 grand a year. 12 extra appointments completed per month, which also equals 12 new reviews or 12 new case studies on your YouTube and Instagram, and a 40% reduction in no-shows, going from 30% and 18%. And this is just the beginning of what you can do once you optimize your messaging, because there's so many possible opportunities that come when you get these 12 new appointments. Because when you say, instead of see you at 2 p.m., you say something like confirming your appointment tomorrow at 2 p.m. to address those crow's feet and the forehead lines you wanted to smooth out. We're so excited to help you feel more committed. You once again reinforce the reason why they're coming in the first place, and telling them how excited you feel. And now people also don't think that you want them in your clinic because of a monetary aspect. You just told them why you want them in, because you want to fix their problems. When you say, hey, I really want to fix your problems, I'm so excited to work with you, people don't automatically assume they want me for my money. They want to actually help me. Now you're reinforcing the commitment, and as a result, a 20 to 25% no-show reduction. And also, saying something like see you then is the worst possible ending to a message. What you can be saying is, please reply yes to confirm, or let us know if you need to reschedule. Now people consciously think of anything that can come up in the appointment, not only now, but in the future, because now they have a way to cop out and not come to the appointment. And when people don't no-show to their appointment, and usually no-show at their appointment, they don't reschedule. But when people say, hey, I can't make it to my appointment, my boss has a meeting that they want to have with me, or I'm applying to a new job and I can't make it because, there's always those generic excuses, or I have to pick up my kids. It doesn't matter what the excuse is, but now since they told you immediately on the spot, since they still feel guilty when missing their appointment, now they want to reschedule it. And as a result, a 10 to 15% annual no-show reduction, and I'd argue even less because they're rescheduling it on the spot, and they're far less likely to miss their appointment because this is going to be the second time that they're trying. Now here's the thing most medical spas don't realize. This message isn't just about preventing no-shows. It's all about the client satisfaction. When someone shows up to their appointment and they're reminded of why they booked and why they're solving, they're more likely to be happy with their service because they also re-anchor their expectations. In fact, I've even made this joke with some medical spa owners that I work with. I want people to miss their appointment because when they do miss their appointment, they're far more likely to give off a case study when they finish their appointment, simply because they already are reminded as to why they're coming into the clinic in the first place. So sometimes we even strive to have a higher no-show rate at the medical spa, but that's an elite level that some medical spas don't get to, but I can get you to the front door because now they're remembering, oh yeah, I want to smooth out those lines, and when they leave and those lines are more smoother, they're satisfied, and as a result, a client, not only a client case study that you can post on social media, but also they come in for their next appointment and the following appointments. So even the people who reschedule for a second time show that they have commitment within their appointment, and all of this value comes from just changing your one message. Just one message. Adding their name here, maybe it'll be Kate. Last name isn't needed. Hey Kate, just confirming your service, Botox for example. Confirming your Botox appointment tomorrow at 3 p.m. to address your forehead lines or whatever, your lines. We're excited to help you with this specific outcome. And you can just use a generic one that most people have when, less confidence or whatever. Please reply yes to confirm or let us know that you need to reschedule. See you soon. This hits literally 4 birds at once. It confirms that they're going to come to the appointment simply because you're giving them a reason to come back. Number 1, a reason to come to the actual appointment. Number 2, you remind them as to why they should come back. You give them a way to tell you whether they're not going to come back. And as a result, you finally get a long-term client if they reschedule, because someone who's willing to reschedule for you is going to come back for a second treatment and a third one and a fourth one and eventually become a long-term client. That's all you need to do. So if you want to implement this as a full system for your medical spa rather than just understanding how it works, the link to book a call is in the description. Don't worry, there's no pitch. There's just a conversation about what your numbers can look like and whether there's something here worth building together. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe, because tomorrow I'll be breaking down exactly the Medspa cancellation recovery sequence that gets 35% of clients back. Maybe I'll record that actually. I don't know. Whatever I feel on that day. And we're going to talk about what you might say when someone calls to cancel their appointment and how to save the appointment instead of just accepting the cancellation. And as always, stay safe. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. Go outside and learn something. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you tomorrow.